Hello people of the world, how are you today? You good? Cool. Alright, so I decided to do my vlog today standing up. I'm always sitting down, so let's change it up a bit. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking to you about the character performer audition for the Disney College program. So I did the character performer audition on March 5th? I think it was March 5th. It was a Thursday. And I did the one in Orlando because that was the closest one to me. If you're going to the one in Orlando, I suggest planning out, to get there extra early because you might get lost like I did. Trying to find that warehouse was pretty a journey because we passed like 4 times and we went to like this whole different warehouse and they're like, no, it's the one next to me. It's just a mission to find it. So I definitely suggest that you plan ahead and give you extra time to find the place. Also, another reason why you should get there a little bit earlier is that there's a lot of people there. When I got there not at the time I wanted to get there, but I still got there a little bit early, and there was a long line. It was like out the door, and you had to wait in that line to check in, which they would give you they had a little iPad. You type your name in there, and yeah, you just checked in that way. They would give you a number, and then that would be the number you would audition with. If you get there later than the time that they called, I don't think they'll let you audition. So definitely get there by the time it says. So after you check in, they give you a little bit of time to warm up. They play some Disney music, get you in the mood. And let me just tell you that out of all the auditions I've gone to, the dance auditions, acting auditions, this has by far been the most fun. The people there are actually willing to talk to you. They actually talk to you. It's fun. Everybody's there because they want to get into the college program, so everybody has something in common. Not like in other auditions where everybody's just sitting there quiet and it's really awkward and weird and tense. This one, no, it was a lot of fun. I loved the atmosphere and I met a lot of cool people. So definitely keep in mind that you're there to audition, but you're having so much fun doing it. So don't worry about it. Don't be nervous because it has been the most relaxed environment for an audition that I've ever been in. So don't be nervous, you're gonna do great. Regarding clothes, for guys, I don't suggest wearing a tank top because you're auditioning. This is something professional, so I'd suggest, a t-shirt, a nice t-shirt, and some maybe nice basketball shorts and some sneakers. That's what I wore. I wore a black shirt with some black basketball shorts, and I wore these running sneakers. That'll be fine. Or you can wear a nice shirt with some jazz pants if you have them, and jazz shoes if you want. But I tried to go a little bit more casual, something that I can move in. And for girls, I saw girls with tights. I saw some girls with leggings, some with leotards, some with athletic type running shirts. Just wear something that you can move in. A big don't for this audition is don't dress as a character. Please. I saw some girl dressed as Alice in Wonderland. Was it Alice or I think it was Cinderella. I saw some girl dressed as Cinderella and I felt bad because on the paper it says not to dress as any characters because that can be a big factor of them saying no to you. So do not dress like a character. Just don't do it. There are about like 150 or to 170 people there at that audition. Since there were so many people at my audition, they split us up into 2 groups. So numbers 1 through 70 went ahead and started learning the choreography, the first round of choreography, while number 71 through whoever was left went to another room and kept on checking in. So we were there warming up, stretching a little bit. Then after the other group finished, they called us in. So we went in there. They talked to us, explained what they were doing. They introduced the choreographer who was going to be teaching you the dances that day, and the person who was going to be judging you, the talent director. And then you get started. The first thing is a very simple, I think it's an 8 count. It's just like 1, 2, 3, skip, like box step, and then like grapevine. Very simple. For this, they're just looking to see if you have rhythm. And for your facials are a number 1 in this audition. Alright, very important to have facials, very fun, smile, have a lot of expression, especially in this section of the audition. They're looking for facials and for you having fun. So So after you go across the floor doing that combination, they sat you down and then they called you by number who they wanted to keep. So then that's the first cut. You're cut, then that's it. You're no longer in consideration for the character performer role. But if you stay, you go on to the next round. For the next round, they joined both groups. I think they did. I think they joined both groups, and there they taught a more difficult dance. It was 4 8 counts, I think it was, and there was a little bit more technique. They had a kick, and it was much faster paced. So be prepared for that. Have facials. They're looking for character people who can bring the character to life. They're just seeing who has a little bit more dance experience, who has some more movement. Also, for this second process, they ask you to animate, which means that they give you a certain situation where you would have to act it out as a character. So for mine, I think it was animate you going on a fishing trip. So like I acted like I was getting into the role, throwing the fishing line and reeling in the fish. You have to be very big and animated for this part. They're looking for people who can, as I said, bring characters to life. So be big, be bold, and if you feel like you look dumb and that you're doing something wrong, you're probably doing it right. For this round, they ask you to animate first, then go straight into the dance, animate a second situation, and then do the dance again. After they teach you that, they go into another room, and then they call you in by small groups. For my audition, they called it according to height, but for other auditions, they might have other criteria for that. So since I'm really short, I'm like 5'2" or 5'3", they called me in the first group. So the first group went in, well, not the first group, but like one of the first groups. So they called us in, then we did the dance, and then there they tell you, thank you for auditioning, we'll let you know, and they give you this little paper explaining what the next steps of the process are. So after that, you're good, unless the casting director asks you to stay for a little bit longer. They may ask you to stay to do a face character, to dress as a princess. I remember in my audition, I saw someone dressed completely head to toe one as Cinderella, another one as Belle, and I heard that there was one that dressed as Little Mermaid, but I didn't see her. If they ask you to stay, they may teach you a harder dance. For me, when I went, they asked me and a couple of other people to stay, and there they taught us a much more difficult dance. If you make it to this round, it doesn't mean that you're more in consideration than another person, and if you just stayed if you only did the second round, it doesn't mean anything either. It just means that they're looking for people who have a little bit more dance background. You're still in consideration if you made it all the way to the second round. So do not lose hope. You are still in consideration, and it does not mean that they're gonna get in any more than you are. For the third round, if you made it to the third round, they teach you a much harder dance. And they teach you much quicker too. It's fast and it involves a lot of technique, but they don't make it to a point where it's just like impossible. They understand that you're tired, you've been there for a long time. My audition, I think I was there for 4 hours. So expect to be there a while. They'll record you, and then after that, you're done. You have to wait till all the auditions have taken place, and then you'll hear back from them if you made it as a character performer or not. Some tips for the audition is what attire to wear, as I said before. Facials, definitely be happy and, animate a lot. Another one is always be on your best behavior. Be happy, be courteous, don't be rude or mean, because they are watching you at all times. From the moment that you step into that place until you get out, you are auditioning. So be aware of that. Another tip is get there early. Also, bring a bottle of water and bring a couple of snacks. As I said, my audition was 4 hours. So have a good breakfast before you go in there, and bring a couple of snacks, maybe a banana or a granola bar, something quick and simple that you can eat. And definitely bring the bottle of water, because you will need it, trust me. And have fun. Honestly, just have a great time there, because they're not trying to make you feel bad, they're just trying to have a fun time and just have a great experience. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Disney College Program videos. Bye!